show I've seen.
Yes, they get worse every single week.
The Groose.
Is your butt breathing?
It's been breathing all day.
Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, exactly. But, did you win a Nobel Prize for it?
The co-host, better known as Rich.
The IG Nobel Prize Physics Prize was presented to James Liao for his research into the swimming abilities of a deceased trout. Probably swims better than I do still.
The Talking Groose, bringing you the less serious side of the news. Brought to you from the Rocket Courier Studios in Tempe, Arizona. Now, your host, The Groose.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this next episode of The Talking Groose. We're finally back in studio. It's sort of nice to be back home.
Yeah.
I mean...
Don't spill your coffee.
I'll try not to this time. But... yeah, this week we're sorry we've been plagued with a crap ton of technical problems, and it's just been a horrid last few episodes, and we do apologize.
The content was good. The picture, not so much.
The sound quality, not at all. But it's once again we're back though. There's a number of strange and weird news that has come up in our in the wonderful news cycle since this the last time we were here. I want a white lobster.
Yeah,
I want a white lobster because then we're going to have an all-American lobsters then.
Red, white, and blue.
We know the red lobster, yeah, but the orange. I mean. We got orange, we have red, and now we found a blue lobster.
So, an aquarium has rescued a blue lobster from a grocery store tank.
So, I told you, I've worked in the grocery business most of my life, actually all of my life. And,
I got out early.
Yeah, you got lucky. But those lobster tanks that
yes.
they have in the meat departments and everything, that I would walk by them every now and then, and I'd see a lobster eating another lobster. My question is that either good taste or perversion?
Cannibalism.
There you go. Go on.
So, a New York aquarium has come to the rescue of a rare blue lobster spotted hanging out with the standard color crustaceans in a supermarket's tank. Danielle Morales says she was at Market 32 in Clifton Park with her young sons Parker and Zachary, 4 and 3, when the boys insisted on visiting the lobster tank, which was something I very much enjoyed.
I did too. They go to Smitty's and they always add one there.
Yep. We were walking and we went up to the tank and Parker goes, "Hey, that one's blue." And I thought, wow, that's weird. So I took a picture of it, Morales told a TV station. Morales opened Facebook on her phone and messaged via the Aquarium in Schenectady. Once we contacted the aquarium and had them,
I want to live in Schenectady, just to be able to say the name 10 times fast.
I went up to the counter. I was like, "Hey, the aquarium's going to call you. You might not want to sell that one." The young boys initially named the lobster Bluey after the popular cartoon character, but when they found out the sea creature was male, they changed its name to Bandit, the animated dog's equally blue dad. Via Aquarium, officials collected Bandit from the store and said he is currently in quarantine and will join the rest of the facility's lobsters in October. Rare lobster colors are often caused by a genetic mutation that can cause them to sport hues including orange, blue, and white.
There we got white, red, white, and blue lobster, all American lobsters.
If we can breed them, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
4th of July would be fun. An orange lobster at the University of New England.
Give a whole new meaning, putting a lobster on the grill.
That's right. I think we talked about this before. The orange lobster hatched a clutch of eggs at University of New England, and dozens of the babies share the mom's rare coloration. Cassidy Livingston of Via Aquarium said officials believe Bandit's color might be more based around his diet, as he is a darker shade of blue than some of the other blue lobsters that have been found. We're thinking it's possibly because of diet in this case. There's also
that's like the flamingos.
It's like people who eat too many carrots.
Oh, that's true too. But they see really well.
That's right. There's a chance he got more blue in color because of what he's eating. Like if
Is
they're
that why?
eating a lot of shrimp.
Is that why President Trump's orange?
Could be beta carotene. They're eating a lot of shrimp that can cause color changes. So
watch out. Anytime you go to the store and you see a lobster tank, take a look at it.
Yeah, look for different colors.
Look for a different color lobster. I mean,
just don't report it to the fake news because they'll be like, orange lobster bad. Orange lobster bad.
Record it to the less serious side of the news.
That's right.
We will celebrate the lobster.
That's right.
We will celebrate it, and we will be for
with a grill and some butter.
Now we'll save that for the red lobsters. Well, so we've reported recently, a lot of recently on bears.
Oh, you found it.
There we go. I said I would get it. I said I would get it for us, and there it is. So
here come the bears. Here come the bears.
All right. So anyway, we've reported quite a lot on bears, and this week isn't any different. We get another bear in a garage.
So in this one, a bear charges at a British Columbia man inside his garage.
I'm telling you, he was looking for camping equipment for the upcoming hibernating season.
That's right. He's like,
he wanted a sleeping bag, he wanted a tent, and he wanted a little camp stove. I'm serious on that.
He wanted a radio to listen to while he was sleeping.
Go on.
A British Columbia man has come face to face with a bear inside his garage, and the startling encounter was caught on camera. Thank you, modern security systems.
It's provided a lot of reporting for us.
Yes. Coquitlam, if I'm saying that right, resident Alex Gold posted his security camera footage to Instagram showing what happened when he was recently unloading groceries from his vehicle in front of his garage. The video shows Gold's extremely close encounter with a bear that wandered in through the open garage door. I came back to my car and bumped into the bear, she said. She was kind of hissing. Okay, so he bumped into a female bear. The video shows the bear charging at Gold.
I don't know about you, but I've learned in my life when females start hissing, you better get away from them.
Yeah. Doesn't matter which species they are.
That's what I'm saying.
He claps his hands multiple times, make loud sounds.
Loud noises!
Loud noises!
Loud noises!
Gold was able to get back into his SUV.
Look back a couple of episodes and you'll understand the reference to that.
My grandson.
Go on.
And honked the horn, which finally scared the mother bear and her nearby cub away from his property. Lisa Lopez, like Left Eye? Isn't that, oh boy, what was the band?
I don't remember.
Anyway, of the nonprofit Wild Safe BC praised Gold's behavior during the tense encounter. The important thing to always remember is not to run, because then it could become a predator-prey type of situation.
Run, Luke, run.
Yeah, instead of noise, Luke, noise.
There you go. But, with that one, we wound up getting another bear who came along. This bear, once again, though, it's getting ready for hibernating season. It's trying to find a place to go hang out and do its thing. I mean, just sleep. I would be okay with it, and the owner was okay with it too. So go on.
The California couple's home has become a makeshift duplex after a new neighbor moved into their crawl space. A bear.
Hey, go figure.
Bob Nestler and Susan Nestler said the bear, which they named Junior, leaves late at night to forage for food and returns to their crawl space early in the morning.
So he works overnights, basically.
Yeah, he's a day sleeper.
Yeah. Overnighter. Day walker.
Yeah. That's his den right now. We got to get him out of there because, I think we'd be held responsible if anybody got hurt, but he hasn't bothered us in any way, Bob told the KABC TV station. The Nestlers said they do not want to see Junior harmed. They're not dangerous creatures at all unless you're a trash can or if you run from them.
And don't make loud noises.
Right. Junior thus far has been an ideal neighbor aside from one issue. He does leave piles of scat. That's about my biggest complaint. Ew.
Yeah, they need to install a toilet underneath there.
Yeah. Train a bear to go poop on the toilet. Kevin Howells.
You can teach a cat to.
Well, yeah, if you're Jim Carrey in the movie.
I mean, hey, I've watched enough YouTube video shorts to see people, their cat pooping in the toilet. I'm right there.
They trick them with
Cheerios.
No, that was that was our friend Ken from McDonald's and his mom. Kevin Howells from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife said officials are attempting to encourage Junior to leave by setting up a sprinkler. The easiest option here is to let it leave on its own, stress-free, and get that space boarded up.
Well, that would be a smart idea, but I don't kick the guy out. The poor guy's going to be there for a few months. I mean,
right?
Let him rest. Let him rest. Throw some raw meat into it. Give him a T-bone or something. I mean,
bet you'll scare away burglars.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. I mean, but then again, it just shows that we've mentioned over and over and over again how bears are highly evolved creatures and how they're quite smart and intelligent. Well, this next one, the food that you eat in middle school and junior high,
mystery meat,
you don't have a clue what half the stuff is that's actually in there.
My link is not working for this one.
You're not working. They all worked when I sent them to you. Let's see if the co-host can figure out his computer here, folks.
Bear 2 and Bear 3 are the exact same story.
Well, then you have an issue there.
I have an issue. I got an email from the host. Yeah, I got the same story twice.
Okay, well, your system's all effed up.
Yeah, I screwed up the links.
Your POS computer screwed up the links. I'm responsible for the POS equipment. And
I'm responsible for the POS studio. So.
And you're responsible for your POS, what do you call it? Computer.
I got a new laptop coming at some point.
Well, but anyways, while we solve that issue, I think Down Under, we'll get you that story here in a minute. But Down Under, they're celebrating St. Patrick's Day early, I think.
Yeah, it's like the Chicago River, but
yeah,
on St. Patrick's Day.
It's like the Chicago River any time of the year,
right? Well, they add green dye to it, but then most of the time it's probably just algae. Mysterious green color in Sydney Harbour is believed to be harmless dye. A portion of Australia's Sydney Harbour was temporarily turned bright green when a common dye used by plumbers flowed out through a storm drain. Fire and Rescue New South Wales said investigators responded to the bay in Kirribilli, a suburb of Sydney, after the water turned color Wednesday. Our team quickly investigated and confirmed the spill was non-toxic. A video from the scene shows the water resembling the Chicago River. See? You know what we're talking about.
There you go. Go on. Finish up.
When it is dyed green for the city's annual St. Patrick's Day festivities, officials said Thursday that the coloring in Sydney Harbour had a less festive origin. It's believed to be a dye called fluorescein, which is commonly used by plumbers to find leaks. We can't say for sure, but we think that's what it is. It's a common product that does get used to dye water and is very effective. Dewberry said the green water did not appear to have any adverse effect on fish and other local wildlife. Witnesses reported seeing green liquid in a storm drain at Anderson Park the day before the harbor took on the hue, but the firefighters said the origin of the chemical is still under investigation.
All right. Very good. My grandfather used to tell me. So my grandfather grew up in Chicago land back in the 1920s, and back in the day. And I guess they used to dump. It was used to carry out the what do you call it? The waste from all the buildings.
Sewage.
My grandfather would say that during the winter months, the Chicago River would steam because it was so warm from all the sewage going in there, and it was fighting getting frozen up.
Let's understand that the reference "steaming pile of."
No, it's steaming pile of.
Yeah, there we go.
Right there.
It is now, but we can see why it's named that.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, let's hear. So go on here with the bear here. So what happened with this bear? Once again, bears not highly evolved and intelligent creatures. Authorities in Colorado said the back-to-school season is off to an unusual start after a bear found its way into a middle school cafeteria Monday morning.
They wanted mystery meat.
Well, if it went to a middle school cafeteria, it's not intelligent.
Well, that's true. Or a cheese crisp.
Yes. The Pitkin County Sheriff's Office said on social media that the deputies responded alongside the Aspen Police Department and Colorado Parks and Wildlife personnel when a black bear cub, well, that would explain it. It was a cub. It was probably junior high age.
Was he going to go skiing afterwards in Aspen?
I don't know. He's going to be sleeping when it's skiing season.
That's true.
Was found inside the cafeteria at the Aspen School District Middle School. Now, students and teachers were evacuated into other buildings on the campus while responders worked to clear the studious bear out of the school. So, once again, though,
why didn't they just use the loudspeaker? Go away, bear. Go away.
Well, that might have worked.
Yeah.
But, it makes sense actually, because of a cub. So a cub would go to a middle school cafeteria.
Or to Wrigley Field.
Oh, that too. Says the cub was relocated and all students were back to their regular Monday morning activities by 9:30, the sheriff's office said. So, yeah, it's it's the way that makes sense now.
Yeah. No more bear stories, the better.
Well, and then, so once again, your dad worked in produce for years.
Yeah, my dad was a produce manager for many different stores.
And it was his career, basically.
Yep.
And I've been in the grocery business for years, and I've found a number of the strangest thing that I've ever seen is when I've opened a box of bananas and I've seen a tarantula.
I've had that happen once when I was Raised Ranch Market.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
Yeah.
Pretty common. Or you find a worm in the apple. Actual. I mean, you see jokes about it, but it's true. Worm in an apple.
Every good piece of humor has an element of truth to it.
So. Very true. Now, but here's the question. Have you ever found a frog in your salad?
Nope.
There we go. Have you ever found a frog in your salad?
The host will not let me use the scream button.
Go on with the story. Do your job.
So a British man's giant root vegetable earns a world record.
What are we looking at a root vegetable for? You missed salad frog.
Did I not get that link either?
You missed the salad frog.
I opened every single frickin'...
You missed the salad frog, people.
Salad frog. Oh, there we go. Toad found in a bagged salad bought from grocery store.
I'm taking applications for co-hosts. Can I have Apollo, please? Apollo, if you're looking for a job, I'm hiring.
Too bad James in the other room isn't old enough for. He'd probably be a better co-host. A reptile rescue group in England is caring for a toad found in a bag of salad that was returned to a supermarket. Berkshire Reptile Rescue said on social media the toad was discovered in a bag of salad by a customer and returned to Waitrose in Bracknell. Rescuer Graham.
I love the names of the English cities.
Pardon me, I need to go to Waitrose and Bracknell.
Now you got to say this with the English. You got to say this with the English accent here.
Booksha.
Let's see here. No. This rescuer Graham Martin collected the reptile and is keeping it isolated for the time, and is not yet clear where it came from overseas. Whether it came from overseas. Here, this is what you got to say in English, in a little English accent. He's in a nice little box. He's got some soil and leaves to hide in. He's got a little water bowl. I've chucked in some beetles for his dinner, and he's loving life.
I have no idea where he came from, but he's happy where he is.
There you go. You see, that sounds better when you do it that way. Anyways, go on.
John Lewis Partnership, Waitrose's parent company, apologized to the customer in a statement. While our growers minimize pesticide use to promote sustainable farming and reduce harm to wildlife, there is a stringent sorting and washing process which should have removed this toad. Although it is very rare occurrence, we are really sorry the customer who found it.
Wait, start that over again. So, folks, we're a little punchy right now because we're back in studio, and so start that over again
with the British accent.
With the British accent, start it over again.
While our growers minimize the pesticide use to promote sustainable farming and reduce harm to wildlife, there's a stringent sorting and washing process which should have removed this toad.
The statement said.
Although this is a very rare occurrence, we are very sorry to the customer who found it.
No, they found toads, not crickets.
There's no toad button.
But it's good to see the crickets are always showing up now. They're like I said, they might be in for a Christmas bonus. Those guys.
Yes.
Oh God. Anyway, so message in a bottle, sending out a 200-year-old SOS.
Yeah, that one ain't going nowhere.
No, that doesn't sound right. But yeah, there's always, this one, when I read this story and we came across it, I was just like, well, this is actually really cool that they did this 200 years ago. So that would place us somewhere in the 1700s. 1800s. Yeah, 1800s. Because we are in the 2000s now.
Yes. Greg's still living in the 1980s, which I wish I was too.
I would love to be there. Believe me, I would love to be 80s and a lot younger.
An archaeologist's message was found in a bottle at a dig site 200 years later. Students working at an archaeological site in France made a surprising discovery. A message in a bottle from an archaeologist who worked at the same site 200 years earlier. Ooh, do we get to do French accents now?
I'll go for it if you want.
Guillaume Blondel, head of the town of, Hughes Regional Archaeology Service, said volunteers were working on an emergency dig at the remains of a Gaulish village, very, very Gaulish, endangered by a cliff erosion when they found the small glass bottle inside an earthenware pot. They brought the bottle to Blondel, who opened it up and read the message inside. The message reads, in my best Frenchy accent, P.J. Ferret, a native of Dieppe, member of various intellectual societies. I don't know. You just gotta do that a lot. Carried out excavations here in January 1825. He continues his investigations in this vast area known as Cité des Limes or Caesar's Camp.
Keep going.
It was an absolutely magical moment, Blondel told BBC News. We knew there had been an excavation here in the past, but to find this message from 200 years ago, it was a total surprise. Not exactly the Holy Grail, but
it could have been like the Holy Grail.
Blondel said local records revealed Ferret was a well-known archaeologist at the time and conducted his first dig at the village site 200 years ago. Ferret, who spells his name like ferret.
Ferret. He was accent aigu.
He was ferreting for lost items.
You know what? You can't do the French thing. Yeah, but you don't have the French nose. You got the silly Italian nose.
Sometimes you see these time capsules left behind by carpenters when they build houses, but it's very rare in archaeology. Most archaeologists prefer to think that there won't be anyone coming after them because they've done all the work. So the archaeologist gave something for future archaeologists to archaeologize about.
I wonder if Indiana Jones left anything behind like that. I don't know.
Maybe just his whip or
his hat,
short rounds hat.
Short rounds. You're a very funny guy, Dr. Jones. So root vegetables, world records, and there's once again. So it was like a little bit of a lull with world records for a few episodes, and now they're just full force. I think it's because of the weather's getting nice.
I still want to see that the amount of leaves on a clover get broken.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'd like to see how they spawn that and cross pollinated. And
I don't no more cross pollinating with your hands.
So, a British man who took his giant produce to the Malvern Autumn Show broke a Guinness World Record with a 13-pound root vegetable called a celeriac. Gloucester.
Never heard of one of those.
I know. I'm like, what's a celeriac? Gloucester resident Graham Barat.
Are you sure it's Gloucester and not Gloucestershire?
So,
where the cheeses?
Right.
I mean, we got chasing cheese wheels. I mean, we might be chasing root vegetables now.
Ugh. They don't roll as well. Graham Barat received confirmation Thursday that his vegetable was the new record holder for heaviest celeriac. Wow.
The celeriac. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look that up, see if it... Is it a bit nutty?
Is it fruity?
It's either weight or length or for giant veg, but it's not beauty. Some of them are quite ugly, Barat joked in an interview with BBC Radio. Barat also brought other giant vegetables to the Malvern Autumn Show, including a cucumber that was just short of earning him a second record. No comment on how he used the cucumber afterwards. I weighed it today, and it weighed at 29 pounds. The world record is 30 pounds, he said. That's just how cruel the business is at times.
How about, I mean, I'm sure if not pounds, I'm sure they would have weighted in at something else.
No. Milliliters.
Yeah, kilograms. Liters are liquid.
Oh, well, whatever.
Once again, this is why I'm the host, and he's the co-host.
Uh-huh. I'm used to kilometers and miles.
I'm sure you don't call them kilometers.
Kilometers?
Anyways, this picture, I'm going to put it right here, guys. You'll see it, the picture of this. But this guy, he looks like a giant lawn gnome.
He looks like a cone head.
I would go with a lawn gnome.
Yeah. Dan Aykroyd, eat your heart out.
Yeah, anyways, go on about this one. This is actually dumb. Dumb.
A Pennsylvania man achieved his years-long dream of creating the world's tallest hat when he took a stroll wearing his 17-foot, 9.5-inch cap. Joshua Kaiser successfully broke the record in Brenningsville, Pennsylvania, after several years of failed attempts that began when Penn State University closed its campus in the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, excuse me. Hold on. Should I use my dumb guy voice for this one? I was browsing the records on the GWR website looking for some inspiration. Eventually, I stumbled upon a picture of the eccentric man posing with a gigantic top hat on his head. The world's tallest hat, Kaiser told Guinness World Records. The eccentric man, Odilon Ozer, had set the record in 2018 with a 15-foot, 9-inch hat. For no one single reason, the image of a ridiculously tall hat stuck with me. I shut my laptop, went off to search for the materials to make a tall hat. I was convinced.
The things you do when you're on lockdown.
right? I was convinced that I'd be able to set the record and have my name in the history books in no time, Kaiser said. His first attempt involving cardboard blocks and Velcro failed to surpass even 5 feet tall. The Velcro couldn't quite hold the blocks together tight enough, and I had no way to keep it on my head, he said. Kaiser's next idea...
He's amusing himself right now.
Yes, right. Kaiser's next idea of wooden dowels was similarly unsuccessful.
What's it, like scaffolding or something? I mean, did he... it's like the Statue of Liberty. They built the structure and then they slapped on the
wooden dowels. Just reminds me of IKEA. Did he grab a bunch of stuff from IKEA and just try to pop it all together as a hat? I had planned on attaching nuts and bolts to the tips of the dowels to attach them together the long way. And Mr. Kaiser, if I'm getting your voice wrong, feel free to contact us and tell us
exactly how you did it.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't nearly sturdy enough to point over 15 feet straight up in the sky, he said. I needed something sturdy. I thought about rebar or metal rods, but I knew those would be too heavy. This idea did not work. I still had no way to attach it to my head, even if it did, unless I put a screw right through it. No, he didn't say that.
He could have screwed it into his head. It's like those...
smart.
It's like those halos they give to people that break their neck.
Oh, yeah. With the wire, with the screws in it.
That's what it would have been.
Kaiser also attempted to use chicken wire, but ended up giving up on that idea because he probably would have slit his throat. His final design was inspired when he came across some lightweight gutters at Home Depot, as well as a Philadelphia Eagles trash can that he said looked about the circumference of my noggin. The hat was reinforced with expanding foam and covered with Santa-style red fabric to give it the appearance of a hat. He successfully walked the required distance of 32.8 feet while wearing the 26.4-pound hat. Successfully taking the
26-pound hat. I'd be like, I snapped my neck.
Need a chiropractor.
I mean, I would have, like I said, I would have snapped my neck. You know?
So
it's like that song, Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember who sung it or anything.
Some pissed off band.
Which is great because that's the way it was supposed to be. You're supposed to have pissed off rock bands.
You ever want to see something funny? Look at the song "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Yeah,
with the kids.
Oh yeah,
have you seen that?
Yeah,
where they changed it and they put like the Barney music behind it. It was hilarious. You'll never listen to that song again the same way.
No, you wouldn't.
So
we have a record of about world's largest cheesecake done by Philadelphia Cheesecake. That was their little jingle back from the 1970s on it. And
but this was at a cream cheese festival.
But it was at a cream cheese festival, so Philadelphia Cream Cheese decided to do this, sponsored by them. And I would be all over going to this because I love cheesecake.
So an annual cream cheese festival in Lowville, New York, hosted a successful Guinness World Record attempt.
You ever just eat cream cheese straight with like a...
No, I like cottage cheese, but cream cheese...
If you want good cottage cheese, I think the name of the brand is Kelowna Cottage Cheese. It's like real milk, real everything. I mean, it's good.
As long as it's large curd.
No, it is large curd, and it's creamy, but then again, you like white creamy things in your mouth.
He likes white creamy things elsewhere.
It's not for everybody.
Craft. Not like we don't have a 12-year-old in the audience here. Successful.
YouTube, no, we actually don't, but just to let you
Just kidding. Hosted a successful Guinness World record attempt at featuring a 15,008 pound cheesecake. The Kraft Heinz plant in Lowville set the record for the world's largest cheesecake at the festival in 2013, but was beaten by a team from Russia, who made a 9,347-pound cheesecake in 2017. That's Russian disinformation.
Yes, it is. I would say that they got involved somehow and they wound up, interfering with the world record.
Right.
The Russians interfered with the world record, folks.
And somehow it's all Trump's fault. If you're going to beat it, you might as well go big. Go big or go home. We decided that we're going to smash that record, make it almost twice as big as the last one. If they were going to beat it, they'd have to go really big. It was go big. Guinness World Records adjudicator, our favorite people, was present for the cheesecake's unveiling.
I want to see if Guinness World Records people have like from John Wick, they have a big coin they give them, the adjudicators, like a coin of free passage or something.
Or do they wear, like in the movie Idiocracy, do they just wear shirts or like a big gold medal that says adjudicator?
Oh, that's
The adjudicator was present for the unveiling and confirmed that it did weigh in at 15,008 pounds, more than enough to reclaim the title and then some.
I could eat about 15,000 pounds of that.
And then we wouldn't want to be anywhere near him for the next 24 to 48 hours. What did they say? The bear scat? Yeah. The Greg scat would be awful.
I'd be skedaddling out of here by that point.
This is just unbelievable, Cream Cheese Festival Chair Jeremiah Papanow said. To have a record in 2013, win the record again this year, just shows how this community comes together, and we couldn't be more proud. It's just unbelievable. It's the greatest ever. The cheesecake was silenced.
Wonderful.
The cheesecake was sliced and served to festival attendees. The leftovers were donated to local food banks. So all the homeless people going to food banks got some really good cheesecake.
Yeah, I would have been all over that. Wow. I mean, because I like cheesecake, and here we go. We're going to get a little bit of
go from cheesecakes to chopsticks.
Yeah, but we're going to get a little cake boss on here, I guess, because they deal with making sweets and everything. What's a really good snack is actually if you take a block of Philadelphia cream cheese and you sprinkle it in sugar.
Are they paying you for this?
No, they're not. But Kraft, you might want to. You sprinkle it in sugar and then you put some like vanilla extract on it, and you do that after you microwave it for a little bit to soften it up. Oh, freaking amazing dessert! Recipes.
Yeah.
But then David Rush. This guy. I want to get to the point where I have time to do things like this, just for doing it. And maybe we can become motivational speakers and break world records. Because I've never thought of anything better to do with chopsticks, and I've never used chopsticks this sharp for the point on. I mean, so my question is, did he sit there? Does he have like a belt sander or something that he just sits there and, whittles them down? Like
he got them special from Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Anyways, go on with this chopstick world record.
The Idaho man, our favorite world record breaker, David Rush, who holds the most concurrent Guinness World Records, has reclaimed one of his own titles by throwing 28 metal chopsticks.
Oh, they're metal. That's too big.
Into an archery target in 1 minute. David Rush, aka Record Breaker Rush, on YouTube originally broke the record in 2020 by striking his target with 19 thrown chopsticks in 1 minute. His record was later beaten by someone who managed 21 hits, sending Rush back into training for the record. Cue the Rocky music. He said the title is difficult because he had to stand more than 13 feet away from the target and hit the two innermost colors on the standard archery target for a hit to count. Rush said the new record attempt began to fortuitously with his first... hold on. Start from the beginning. Rush said the new record attempt began fortuitously, with his first chopstick hitting the exact center of the bullseye. In the end, he recaptured the title with 28 hits.
28 hits he did. He was able to do it in 28 hits. That's actually pretty good. I mean, I can handle that.
We'll have to cut that in later.
No. Here we go. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Little Rocky training. Oops.
I was thinking more of the first two movies where he's running down the street in Philadelphia.
No, I was thinking this one. Here, we'll just keep. There we go.
David Rush, is this your inspirational music? If so, we salute you.
Yeah, this is the good Rocky training music. Anyways,
Rocky IV in Russia.
All right, everybody. With that, it brings us to the end of this painfully long episode. Thankfully, as much as the angels are carrying us away right now, it is well needed. But we are back in studio again next week. Remember, like, subscribe, click the bell button, see our shorts, get notifications. We are on Twitter. We are on Twitter, formerly or better known as X. Let me do this. We are on X. We're on Twitter, better known as X.
Instagram,
Facebook, TikTok, Rumble. And I'm going to take away the soundboard from the co-host. But anyways, with that, everybody, we thank you
He's gonna electrocute it every time I touch it.
Thank you for joining us here, and we will see you all again next week.